Critical thinking has become an essential skill for success in today's fast-paced world. It helps us analyze information, evaluate arguments, and make sound decisions. However, you are not born with it. It is a skill that can be developed with practice. In this video, we will explore 15 techniques to improve critical thinking, from questioning assumptions to considering alternative perspectives. These will help you become a more effective critical thinker. Welcome to Investing Alpha. Let's dive in. Number 1. Follow Ted Ed's easy 5-step plan. First, consider what you want to ask and describe those thoughts. It's important to know why you're making a choice before you make it. After that, you must collect data. This is a much more in-depth version of the first procedure. To make an informed choice, you must first grasp the question you're trying to answer. Putting it into practice is the next and most crucial stage. This is the stage where your knowledge and skills are tested. It's time to ask yourself some serious questions and engage in some critical thinking. Questioning yourself will help you dig further into the reasoning behind your choice and change or strengthen your position. Fourth is to think through the outcomes of your choices. Let's say you want to spend $1,000 to fly business class. How will it affect your future? What are the odds that doing this will land you a high-paying job if everything doesn't align with the plan, apart from losing $1,000? Weigh the long-term and short-term consequences of making decisions. Lastly, before taking action, you should understand things from the people's perspectives. Number 2. Artistic writing. If you're really psyched about honing your critical thinking skills, then trying your hand at creative creating is something you should do as well. Just writing your thoughts on paper is enough, even if you aren't the most amazing creative writer in the world. And yes, it is an excellent activity to strengthen critical thinking since creative writing promotes creativity. If you're looking for a way to exercise your brain, try your hand at creative writing. One day, you might receive the Nobel Prize in Literature. Number 3. Get used to being criticized and learn from it. Receiving criticism can be difficult and uncomfortable, particularly if it challenges our beliefs or sense of self-worth. It's a proven truth that those who can take constructive criticism and use it to improve their skills get results more quickly. Take criticism as a chance to improve your work rather than as an assault on your ego or character. Critical thinking is the only way to reflect on and comprehend the criticism's implications. You can become more resilient, adaptable, and successful by getting used to constructive criticism. Number 4. While daydreaming can sometimes be seen as a waste of time, there are actually several benefits to being a daydreamer. Here are some advantages. First, increased creativity. Daydreaming can help to stimulate your imagination and generate new ideas. Number 2. Reduced stress. Daydreaming can be a form of relaxation, allowing you to escape from the pressures of daily life. Number 3. Improved problem-solving skills. Daydreaming can help you to think through complex problems by allowing your mind to explore different possibilities and scenarios. This can lead to new insights and solutions. And number 4, increased self-awareness. Daydreaming can help you reflect on your thoughts, feelings, and goals. Number 5, find out how to dig deeper. How? The first thing to do is gather and examine all the evidence carefully. Have you ever had a problem like this before? What was your reaction? And what did you learn from that? After you have gathered enough information to make sense of the scenario, it's time to write down the specifics and explain what they mean. Then take appropriate action after considering the results of the investigation. Taking the time to learn more about a situation before making a choice instead of responding on instinct improve your critical thinking and decision making. Number 6. Keep an open mind. We touched on it early in this video, so let's look deeper at it now. Disagreements occur because one party cannot give in to the other's point of view. Now, if you just see things from one perspective, you miss out on seeing things from different perspectives, and you also miss out on learning more. Yet, when you open yourself and think critically about opposing viewpoints, you start on a critical thinking journey that may help you weigh the advantages of many perspectives. You will strengthen your critical reasoning by broadening your horizons. Number 7. Evaluation is a crucial part of critical thinking because it helps you determine if you have any biases, assumptions, or wrong ways of thinking that might limit your thinking ability. Here are some of them. By being aware of your biases, you can reduce how much they affect how you feel and make decisions. By questioning your assumptions, you can look at things from different points of view and come up with more creative solutions. By looking at your arguments and the evidence you're using, you can find flaws or logical fallacies that might make your conclusions less convincing. Number 8. Feel free to ask. When you're unsure or confused, it is okay to ask more. One of the most effective methods to learn is to ask questions, whichever source you choose to get this knowledge. Be it a human or a search engine, what really counts is that you attempted to learn, which is essential for critical thinking. What do you do with the answer? Accepting the answer without further investigation or taking it at face value and thoroughly investigating it. The second choice puts you on the way to acquiring good critical thinking abilities, so congrats! Number 9. Educate your mind. Like the rest of the human body, the brain needs proper sustenance. How can we nurture our innate creativity? Well, for one thing, reading pushes the mind's limits. It compels you to use your imagination. Is there a book you've read that didn't have an illustration? Your creative mind has been put to use there. Meditation is another method for nourishing your mind. This fascinating age-old method may help you relax and de-stress by clearing your thoughts. Meditation may help quiet the chatter in your head and restore your ability to think clearly and objectively. Number 10. Self-awareness. When we are self-aware, we can better see our biases, limitations, and assumptions affecting our critical thinking. By being aware of these possible problems, we can lessen their effect on our thinking and make better, more informed decisions. It also helps us determine our strengths and weaknesses so we can work on improving what we need to. When we know what we're good at and not so good at, we can see when we don't have enough information, knowledge, or skills to come to a conclusion and look for more help for advice. Number 11. Look for patterns. There are patterns in everything. Start by looking for patterns in your daily life, whether at home, the office, or when hanging out with friends. Thought patterns may be recognized as well. Trying to spot these patterns is an excellent way to stimulate your brain, and it also helps you hone your critical thinking skills by forcing you to go beyond the obvious. If you're feeling mentally sluggish, try narrowing your focus and looking for patterns the next time. Look for patterns wherever you go, but the same weight should be given to the mental process. Number 12. Locate the root of the problem. One of the advantages of critical thinking is the ability to think critically to solve problems. The first step is always clearly understanding the issue. However, it's not enough to see an issue. You also need to figure out how to fix it. This involves asking questions and considering various perspectives. What is the root of the problem? Why is it happening? Am I assuming anything here? How can I solve this problem in different ways? After you've answered these, you'll have a clearer picture of the issue and how to fix it. Number 13. Examine assumptions. Challenge your assumptions and evaluate what you believe to be true. This is an excellent exercise in critical thinking. It's undeniable that we take many things at face value. It's human nature to make assumptions, whether it's about our co-workers, our partners, or ourselves. However, assumptions reduce the potential for creative thinking. But when you start challenging these assumptions, you'll soon find yourself deep in a critical thinking process that often results in a creative process. Number 14. Keep evaluating your own performance. Putting oneself under the microscope is what we mean when discussing self-evaluation. If you believe you may have been biased while creating your ideas or making decisions, a tried and true method is to conduct an honest self-evaluation. This helps in figuring out what you believe in and value at the moment, but it also evaluates your strengths and shortcomings and shows you where you may make changes for the better. Conducting an honest self-evaluation takes a lot of critical thought and discipline. You'll be thankful once you have done it. Number 15. Practice thinking for yourself. Learn to think for yourself. That's one of the main goals of the critical thinking journey. Critical thinking aims to help us establish our own conclusions based on the evidence you've gathered. Always check your preconceived notions and biases. To express yourself clearly, you must give your brain the fuel it needs. Think thoroughly and critically about your principles, assets, and limitations, and put them down on paper. Thank you for tuning in. We hope you gained valuable insights for enhancing your critical thinking skills. Remember, critical thinking is a vital skill. Incorporating the techniques in this video into your daily routine can sharpen your analytical abilities and enhance your problem-solving skills. We encourage you to take what you've learned here and apply it to your life. We welcome your feedback and suggestions for future videos, so please feel free to leave a comment below. See you in our next video.